Hi guys, it's Tiffany. I, by accident, found a whole new little trick to do with the rock salt in resin, and I thought it would look amazing in the snowflake molds, so I'm going to show it to you. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to add just a little bit of plain resin dribbled around in the bottom. Just drizzled around, actually, throughout the whole little mold. And let's see here. Then I'm going to give it a spurt of the 99% isopropyl alcohol. Okay. We will start with, let's go with red alcohol ink. I believe that this is a wonderful beginner-friendly way of doing your snowflakes. Something different, and you'll be amazed at how beautiful it is. It was quite by accident that I discovered this one, because I was actually working on an order for someone that had requested a rock salt item. And I had just a little bit left over after making what they ordered. And so I grabbed a small mold and I did this. And the result was incredible. Now then, I'm just going to smash it just a little bit. And by me pressing down into the areas, it's also forcing that alcohol ink to move, whether it wants to or not. I'm also smashing it to help push any little air up and out of the corners some. That was also why I did that squirt of the isopropyl alcohol. Now occasionally with the rock salt, you'll find pieces that are discolored. For this project, I went ahead and just pulled them out of the resin because I didn't want those discolored pieces. Other projects, it doesn't bother me. But with what this is, I want it to look a certain way. I want it to have that just crystal type look to it. Everywhere is great on the resin, except this one corner over here has plenty of rock salt, but it's a little shallow with the resin. So I'm going to just add a dribble of just resin right into that area. There we go. Alright. So, this one's done up. Now let's do green. And you might not think what me pressing it down is very necessary, but I'm helping to get it into the different little tips when I'm doing that, along with trying to help force up any bubbles that might be hanging out in those areas. Alright. Now let's go with blue. Okay. There we go. Now we have the purple. Actually, it's violet. I do want to make sure that resin is up in this top part. And the backs will probably be a little rough. I'm not worried about that. That just goes along with the whole stone feeling that they have. Okay, let's see how our rock salt snowflakes came out. Loosen it up all the way around. Now, you have to figure the rock salt does make them heavier than normal. Oh, wow. Oh, now that's cool. So, well, they're not too bad. Honestly, I've gone to the store and bought ornaments that were just as heavy. But if it worries you, you can always hang them on your wall as a Christmas decoration, more of a decor thing. And actually, that was what I was thinking about doing, kind of. I was thinking I could hang them with my Christmas stockings, one with each Christmas stocking. And that way it's also an extra gift, so that when the family goes for their Christmas stocking, they also get their own rock salt ornament. That's very pretty too. Ooh. Let's go with blue. And, I mean, I can make a couple more of these in more colors. The color choices are almost endless, honestly. Ooh, because you can do less of the same color and still have a whole nother color effect. Look at that. Wow. These are cool. I'm happy I showed this to you. I just thought it was so cool. I had to share. Here we go. Oh, yeah. And that's I used a little bit less, a drop or two less pigment or alcohol ink in this one. So it came out a little lighter. Wow. So what do you think of these guys? Let's see here. See if the hole is big enough to hang. Yep, it'll slip right through. It's very smooth. I'm not seeing any bubbles because I would smash it around. If you remember, I drizzled a little bit of the resin in. I also sprayed the isopropyl alcohol in the mold, and then I started putting all the rock salt resin mixture in. And there's one, but that's all right. So, there. These are great. These are beautiful. Oh my goodness. There. What do you think? Ruby, emerald, sapphire, and amethyst, right? If you liked my video, I'd appreciate it if you give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment too. It helps YouTube know to share my videos with others. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.